It's Cyber Monday, and there's some really good deals for future travel plans. Tina is joined by Gabe Saglie on Zoom, who has more.
Yes,
Gabe.
TravelZoo's senior editor. Hi, Gabe.
Hello, guys. Great to see you today. And you're right. Listen, Cyber Monday, not just for electronics, clothing, and furniture, but in fact, future travel as well, because we're looking at these very long travel windows, 2021, 22, even 23 for people who need to wait a little bit longer.
How far are we going out? We staying on local?
Well, listen, I mean, locals and regional and domestic travel is going to be the name of the game between now and the end of the year, and really for much of 2021. We just did a global survey, and really people, I think, are going to be looking to stay domestic next year, even as we begin to slowly but surely see an uptick in international travel. A lot of destinations are obviously still closed to Americans, or a lot of restrictions are in place, and people simply, well, let's face it, the CDC, local authorities are telling us to stay put. So heed the authorities. There is a group of people, Tina, that are traveling. Yesterday, we set a record as far as number of people flying across the U.S., the biggest number of people flying since the pandemic began, 1.2 million people making their way through U.S. airports. So there are people out there who simply cannot wait. But for the most part, the message now is Cyber Day Monday, and tomorrow, Travel Tuesday deals is book now and travel later when you're ready to go.
Okay, so you got some suggestions for us?
Yeah, so local definitely going to see some fantastic deals. It's a slower time of the year in California, and if we're going to move around at all, staying as close to home as possible, traveling with those in our household is the name of the game. I did a little Sonoma getaway 2 weeks ago. Highly recommend it. There's a place in GUERNEVILLE called the Boone Hotel and Spa. This is an adult-only property there in the heart of Sonoma wine country. $179 a night. You get breakfast. You get a bottle of Pinot Noir when you check in. That's for travel all the way through March. So you can lock in the rate now and then pick your days a little bit later if that's what makes you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Okay. All right. Take me to somewhere warm.
How about Hawaii? You know, as we know now, since we last spoke, Hawaii is now open to those of us who can't wait to get a little bit of aloha on the shores of Hawaii. You've got to have a negative COVID test within 72 hours before you travel out there. You have to go through their website. There's a whole registration process as well. Got to follow those protocols, and then you're on the shores of Hawaii. But people are heading out there. There's a property called the Kauai Beach Resort and Spa. I stayed here this time last year for Thanksgiving, actually, with my wife and kids. Property right on the water, 25 acres, 4-star resort, a 3-night stay from $585. So that's about $195 a night, if I did the math right. So you're seeing these 4-star resorts under $200 a night, and that's for travel through June of next year. So if you're looking at that late spring, early summer travel to Hawaii, this is the kind of deal you're going to be finding right now.
Okay, next on your list is CABO, huh?
Yeah, listen, Mexico has been on the CDC and the State Department's level 4 list, meaning they don't want you going south of the border for many, many months now. But we're seeing a steady little uptick in the number of people heading south of the border. Cabo San Lucas, obviously a quick, 3-hour flight out of Sacramento Airport. Flights out of Sacramento with a 3-night stay at the all-inclusive Rio Santa Fe resort there on the shores of Cabo from just under $500 per person. And that's for travel into early next summer as well. So again, you're locking these rates in now, fully refundable if you change your mind last minute, and you can travel several months down the road.
All right, got a quick 30 for somewhere far, far away.
Yeah. So this is the name of the game next year, guys. Exotic, far-flung bucket list travel to places that before COVID we may not even have heard of. The Maldives in the Indian Ocean, very upscale resort destination that now all of a sudden has become a lot more affordable. There's a place called the Maldives Resort. A 5-night stay there from $965. That's 65% off, and you can travel through October of 2022. So again, you're not going to see this bargain again. You lock it in now, pick your dates later, and you got to cancel. No fees involved. Easy peasy.
All right, Gabe Saglie, thank you for sharing those deals with us. Happy shopping.
You got it.
Happy shopping.
Same to you.
TravelZoo.
Thank you.
TravelZoo. All right, back over to you.
Thanks, Tina.